scared.
Yeah.
On leash, to me it looks like aggression.
Yes.
But I don't know if that's actually what it is.
Yeah, it's always hard to tell, especially with the German Shepherd. Her hackles and stuff go up, or yeah.
That's the first indicator. So I'm sure there's others like the ears and stuff. But
yeah, of course.
The hackles go up first, and then it's like flat out losing it.
Yeah. It just starts barking and stuff and lunging and pulling. Okay.
And the only thing that we do, because we didn't want to use a prong before knowing how to use it, is basically we just have to drag her away.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. No, for sure. And that doesn't really help necessarily, especially with a dog like this, for sure. So as far as training goes, then did you introduce the kind of grumbled up at them a little bit, so just kind of be ready for that, you know. I think they were just kind of really running around like crazy and it startled her, because she was fine afterwards, but oh no, I know. I always tell people, like, my dog, not my younger dog, she's fine with kids, but my older dog doesn't like kids at all. Gets very uncomfortable around them.
Good job.
Yeah, really good. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, like that higher level correction is probably what kind of refocused her attention, was so good, right? So again, I'm not saying hacker be that high of a level, but at the same time, there's times where, and it's not, you know, like with recall is a good one. Like, I'd rather it be too high than too low, for sure, because her response, even if it's too high, it's still gonna be to come back to you. She's just gonna like give a little yelp when she comes back. It might be a little bit like, oh crap, that sucked. But once you release her, or, you know, even in those situations, just kind of bring her back, right? Like, you know, get her attention, reward her, kind of thing. Like, hey, good girl, break, right? But still, like I said, don't make it a big deal too. Don't be like, oh, I'm so sorry. You know, you don't want to do that either. So yeah, she seems to kind of want that break command, hey? Like, she just wants to go.
She likes sniffing.
She does, yeah. Like I said, it's not like, once you get used to using all these tools, like throw her on a flexi leash instead, because then you can let her go out longer distances and stuff. But it's just a lot to balance at once.
What leash?
Like a retractable leash. Like, if you want, like, then she can go out and sniff a little bit more in these kinds of places and stuff, you know.
Like, we've heard mixed thoughts on whether.
You just have to be careful with them. Like I said, like if she's walking like this, you know, I like them a lot, because if she had a flexi leash in her left hand right now, she would just have it unlocked, and there'd be a slight bit of tension there. A slight bit of tension, but not enough to like restrict her, and she could go sniff and do her thing. But if she needs to correct, she just presses the button and it locks it up. It's actually like, I'll use a flexi leash as a training tool for people before they use the e-collar, and it's like, because it's the same concept. It's like, if she's going away and we want her to stop, we can either say like come or no, and with the flexi leash, if she doesn't listen, we just press the button, we lock it up, right, and she gets a pop on the prong collar. Same thing we do with the e-collar, right? If I say no or come and she doesn't do it, then I tap the button.
Okay.
So it's just learning those mechanics, right?
What's the brand of leash?
Flexi leash, yeah, that's what the ones I recommend. And you know, you can get them from like Pet Value is usually a good place to go. Pet Smart might have them. I know Petland doesn't, but you can get like an 8-meter long one, and that's what I would do. They have 5-meter and 8-meter, and you want the 8-meter. Don't drink the puddle. Yeah, so definitely, like, just to set the boundary with her, like, because again, like with you, she might push it a little bit, so we'll kind of see, get her attention, tell her heel. A little bit of a shorter duration to start with before you reward her, or even just release her, whatever's easier for you. And then go back into the heel again and see if you can extend it. So
okay.
Whenever you're ready, say Nikki. Sit. Oh, good girl. And say heel.
Hey, heel. Yeah.
Just be ready to say no. Okay, you're good. The recall is the biggest one, where it's like, it's just important to learn how to dial up and down, you know, on that e-collar. Like, if we have her off leash up here somewhere and she starts to take off, like, yeah, you might say come and hit a level 4, but if she ignores it, then you got to be able to go up a few levels, you know. Just tell her nope if she's getting, like, she's lagging quite a bit. I'd say no and correct that, like some of that, like falling back to sniff kind of thing. Say nope, give a tap on the button and say heel. No, she's fine right now. Like, that's fine. As long as she's not, like, pulling to get back to something, or, like, pulling up to get to a scent or something. I would just watch for that. She's walking really nicely right now, honestly. Like, no complaints at all.
But I'm like, I don't think I should be correcting it.
No, this is fine. Yeah, even the sniff, like just like I said, if you're finding the sniffing is distracting her from walking with you, I might like slow down and like, hey, no, like refocus her a bit, you know. And say heel. Good. A little bit more of a reasonable level there, right? Because I saw you tapped it. She gave a little flinch, but nothing major, you know. That's really good. Really good. Yeah, we weren't rewarded that. Good. She's kind of bad at taking treats though. Hey, like she tries to swallow your whole hand.
Yeah. I'm used to that.
Maybe let's go back this way. There's probably more going on here. Well, actually, I want to take her like to John. Let's go up here, yeah, because there's all this area up here. We can take her like. We'll just put the long line on her and let her do a little bit of off leash stuff.
Nikki, heel. Heel.
No, we just like go back into these trees somewhere over here. And it's nice because they used to have all this fencing up here from the construction zone at Stony, but now it's all gone. So you can actually probably get to the creek over here, which we could let her run around there too. So. Yeah, just make sure. No. Now we'll see. Let's walk down this way, like, because I think if we go to like the creek bed here, I'm sure it's all frozen over now. Good girl. Yeah, I didn't wear my waterproof shoes either. She's been really good with all the dogs we've been socializing her with. You know, like at first, and I think we talked about it before, but she seemed like a little bit nervous of some of the dogs and stuff. But now, like, she's very confident, I would say.
Yeah.
So that's good. You know, just again, don't let her rush up to any dogs or anything. But she's been very, very good with all the dogs. So
if a dog was another one off leash,
Yeah.
she's going toward that to so Nikki can.
you could, yeah. If it's an off leash dog, you know, I would just for the sake of practicing it, still recall it. But then you might ask, like, hey, is your dog friendly? And then if it is, release her. Especially if it's an off leash dog, like. It's kind of one of those things where read the situation, like if it's a German Shepherd with its hackles up. But if it's on leash, call her back and hold her leash, okay? So go ahead and call her back. And
Nikki, come.
Good girl. Yeah, good. And say heel. And obviously nothing wrong with that there. Just when you do recall her, like, you know, reward her sometimes too. Don't always go and like pick up her leash and like reel her in. That's fine to do it there, obviously. But let's say heel or let's go or whatever you want to say. So I would do the heel here and just kind of enforce that a little bit and just have your e-collar ready. I would just let it drag, you know, just hold the leash like here and just let the rest of it drag.
Okay.
Yeah, just like that. Like here, no, you're not gonna be able to hold the leash like that. Hold it, just let go of it. Yeah, right here, just hold it just like that. Yeah, perfect, just like that. Nice and loose, relax, but use your e-collar if you need, okay?
Okay, Nikki, heel.
I need to say NO and tap it if she starts to grumble or anything like that, but it's really like, she's gonna watch it and like look, but that's fine. Hey, praise her, right? Good girl, heel, good girl. Pay attention when you're a good girl and you're too, like if she's staring down the dog, don't say good girl, obviously, you know. But if she's like this is perfect, really. Just be like, say no. Good, yeah. And then say heel, and bring it back to you, and then just bring her back to that left side.
Heel.
Good.
Nikki, heel.
And then start walking, right? Yeah, there you go. So a couple things, like I think I have the clip, but like their leash was pretty tight, like as you started to go by. And like you probably could have tapped the e-collar, like she kind of grumbled and like looked over there. I mean, I will say like she was pretty quick to like just bark and nothing else there. So your timing for the correction afterwards was just fine. But it's like, you know, no, and then tap your button, right? Try not to pair the two together too often. There's times where things happen fast, obviously, but you really want to get in the habit of pairing your no, then your correction. And that's where, again, it's like, doesn't hurt to take a little second to draw it out. Hey, no, knock it off, right? Don't. You might tap the e-collar a second time, you know? Because again, it's like, you're just snapping her out of it at first, right? When you say no and snap her out of it, and then she's like, you know, she jumped back over to you, and that's like, hey, no, tap the button again if you want. Or pop the leash. Yeah, you're probably fine, yeah.
Nikki, break.
I heard no, and then like, yeah, but it was at the same time, so it's not a big deal.
Oh.
Well, I heard her grumble, and I was waiting for you to do it.
That's when it should have happened. Yeah, ideally.
I just heard the word.
Ideally, anyway. Like, it's really not a big deal either, but.
No, that was not serious.
No, not at all. But definitely, like, take that moment. Like, again, I tell people, like, it's like your kid acting up in the grocery aisle. It's not like a dog. It's like, she's not losing it at the end of the leash. You don't need to panic and pull her out of there. Just, no, quit, knock it off, you know? Make sure you have that little conversation with her. She did poop already, so she should be good. I do have bags in case. So like you could, if you want, try to like recall her to you as we pass this person. And like you don't need to put her in a heel and grab the leash, but you do need to keep her with you. So you might say come, and as she starts to veer, nope, come, you know, and tap the call if you need to.
Just sort of not take the leash, but just make sure she stays.
Try it. Why don't you try it? So go ahead and recall her. Say, Nikki, come.
Nikki, come.
And say, good girl. Praise her when she's with you. And then like you guys say heel or come and keep her with you, okay? So if you can drop the leash if you want. She's gonna be friendly, but just say heel and walk past, you know?
Nikki.
I mean, there's a dog right there, way up there, but you're fine.
Okay, Nikki, heel.
Yeah, you're good. You're good. And then just watch and say nope.
Nope.
Then say come
Nikki, come.
and say heel.
Nikki, come.
She's like, no, I'm free now.
Heel.
She knows. She's like, nope, I'm free. Just start walking. Say come and start walking. Just say come and start walking. There you go.
Heel.
And say nope, come,
Nikki, no, come.
and call her back to you.
Nikki, come.
Tap your button and say Nikki, come. She's playing around with you right now. She's like trying to get the zoomies. She's like, nope. And again, like if she really does that, like you might bump that level up or something like that. But like this, as long as you're in control and there's like a leash dragging.
Yeah. Good girl, Nikki.
Like you can kind of see she was almost looking for the leash pressure because she like kind of looked back, like where is it, right? That was very good. That was really good. Just yeah, when you're doing the off leash heeling, like set her up for success. Don't expect perfection, and don't be afraid to reach back into her, even if it's just her flat collar or her prong collar and no leash on. Grab her, pull her back to the heel. Okay, now heel again and restart, right? You know, it's like she's not coming back into that heel as perfectly as we could have her, so that's always something we can work on a bit. But and you can always like right now, if I wanted her to heel, I would call her, recall her. She's coming into you, and then just as she's like right here, heel, and then pat your leg and start walking, and you just kind of like she falls into place almost, you know.
Nikki, come.
Good girl.
Good girl. Nikki.
That's my fault, sorry. And say
Nikki,
heel.
Oh,
Say nope.
Nikki, heel.
And say good. Right there, good.
Good girl.
Yeah, it's that good there is so important. That marker for good is so important. It like just sets her right into the perfect spot. That's, yeah, she struggles with that. Hey, as soon as you try to get to the side, she tries to cut in front of it. So just watch that. If you need to pick up her leash, you can pick it up. But, or yeah, even like use your leg to kind of boot her out of the way is perfect. And say break again if you want. Well, just, yeah, if you say break, just watch she doesn't run over there, but she shouldn't. Say good. Say good.
Good girl.
I would release her there. Oh, wait, not there, but keep going. I always mess them up when I start talking. There you go. That was
Good
really
job,
good.
Nikki.
Yeah, that was really good. Yeah, sorry I'm talking too much. But
Zero reaction at all.
yeah, let's see.
The dogs if she
Let's see how she does passing this dog too, right? Because yeah, like even like when I was walking with her on the leash, her hackles would go up when passing on the dog. So we'll see here. Call her back to you if you want.
Nikki, come.
There's another dog up this way, so we'll just kind of do the same thing we did there. You can just recall or say heel, whatever you want to do. We'll be within range of the leash. We'll just keep going, like we can keep walking up this way. Just recall her back if she starts to go out towards it. We can go around or something, like we don't need to go right by it. And just like kind of be near the leash, so if she does like check out, you can step on it and it looks like we're in control. If you want to hold it, you could.
Nikki, come.
That's like me, hey?
I did say good girl.
That's good. But you got to be more meaningful. Like for sure, you got to be way more meaningful with it. Like it's all part of it, right? It's like it's not just like commands, like you know you're punching into a computer screen. It really is like about the emotion you're showing. Like yeah, good girl, come on, baby, come on, right? Like get excited for her when she's doing it. When she's healing next to you too, same thing. Like be excited about it, you know.
Most emotion I've ever showed. Nikki, come.
Good girl.
Come. Good girl. Good girl. No, Nikki, come. Nikki, come.
Good.
Good girl.
Get her all the way to you. Get her all the way to you. Say come.
Nikki, come.
Good. And then say sit. Good.
Good girl.
Again, she's just when she's on a scent right now, like she is pretty scent motivated, which is something we can look for. Like we can look toward, like maybe doing some. I don't know if we still have any private training sessions, but we can do some scent work or something with her and introduce you guys to some stuff about that. Because yeah, she really likes to use her nose when she's out here, which I don't. You know, I just call her now.
Nikki, come.
Oh, nice. And say, give her, yeah, there you go. Good. You can say heel or just, yeah, let her free, whatever. It really, like I said, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't. It's good not to get in the habit of, like, anytime you see a dog, you don't want to necessarily say heel as soon as you see a dog. She's going to start thinking that's like, oh, there's a cue there for a dog. I have to come close to my parents now. There's something to worry about. So it's like you can mix those things up for sure, you know. Well, we should go back this way, I guess. We'll go down this trail. It's just a little tighter, but just keep her a little closer. Yeah, I would definitely look at that though, like some scent work stuff or some tracking stuff, you know. I'll do my research and see if I can point you in any directions for classes or something of that sort, but because she's really into it, you know, like her nose is to the ground a lot, so.
Yeah, she's like the smell.
Which is, it's again, like, give her that, you know. That's going to be a key for you, right? Is like, if you don't want her sniffing like that in the heel, like, give her the opportunity to do it outside the heel, right? That's how you're going to resolve that conflict. Good girl.
If you tried bathing her.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, she was. You know, when your rewards or corrections are like putting money into a bank and withdrawing money from the bank, right? When you correct her, if you just say no and there's no physical consequence or correction, you're withdrawing money from that bank account, right? But then when you add that physical consequence, you're putting some cash back in there again, right? And it's like building the value and taking it away. And same with rewards too. It's like when you say yes or good girl or break or whatever, any of those things. Good is the best example of that. Like if I say good a bunch and then there's no reward at the end of it, eventually it's going to be not the best, right? Like she's going to lose interest in it. It's going to become extinct or non-meaningful. So then you need to add some reinforcement, right? Or add some yes or some break.
One time I heard she was going to fight me with
And again, it's like this is the big thing that people misunderstand, I think, about dogs. Like, and like you gotta like, that's just a German Shepherd being a German Shepherd. Like, and people will rehome their dogs for those issues or like think that they're aggressive because of it.
Fight you. I think she would have used her mouth to.
Yeah, but
she wouldn't have aggressively bit you.
You know, but it's still though. It's like one of those things where it can build though, right? Like into worse thing where it's like, okay, like I nibbled him last time. Now I'm gonna progressively get worse with that kind of thing, right? It's like, and like especially with a dog like a German Shepherd, it's what they kind of do unless you know how to get control of it, and that's, you know, a part of that is the, like I said, that being able to verbally say no or have that control of them, that aversive control.
Yeah.
Because it's not always going to be good. Like there's a, you know, like the vet is a good example. Like especially if we're talking about vet visits with like aggressive dogs. Like vet visits with aggressive dogs, it's like I always tell people, like, if you have a dog that's gonna bite and is like uncomfortable with that, it's like there's a good chance we're never gonna get it comfortable in those situations, but we can definitely get it under control and not biting, right? I would that's where I would either just tug the leash or just walk up and meet her, right? Because it's like otherwise you're just nitpicking a bit too much, and she's gonna be like, no, I'm leaving now. Not that you can't still correct her for pushing the heel, but it's like in that situation where she gets stuck there, I could just see it. Like if you had said no heel and corrected, she would have just went wherever, you know, maybe laid down or something. So just like in the future though, like just keep working on that. Like say heel, then if she's like next time, like she parks right here, gets too far ahead, you stop and say, no, Nikki, heel, and she doesn't, just tap the e-collar and tug the leash. So she comes right back into position and guide her with the leash, right? Because
she won't know otherwise.
Yeah, that's the thing with the e-collar, and it's part of like, you know, just doing further training with it and working with it. But it's a pressure, but it's not a direction, right? Like, so the leash has to provide that direction sometimes. Recall is a good example. When we first teach recall with it, we always use a long leash. So we say, come, we tap on the e-collar, and if we still need to tug the leash, it's there. So we tug it, right? And that's kind of how we pair it together.
How's that wolf dog?
He's been good. Yeah, he's really friendly, pretty docile, honestly. He's intense, but not like in a mean way or anything. He's just like, yeah, very, just intense.
More dog than wolf.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I don't know what the percentage is. I didn't ask, and I don't think the owners would even know, honestly.
Wolves are petrified of people.
Yeah, and he is nervous. Like, he is a nervy dog, but he's not like aggressive. He's not like, not a bitey dog or anything like that.
Sit.
Nope.
Nikki, come. Nikki, come.
That's so cool. Let's see, break.
Break.
Yeah, try. That's funny.